Welcome back everyone to another beer review. Tonight's beer is from Magic Rock and it's a can of their Highwire grapefruit, which is a grapefruit pale ale. Coming in at, I'll find it here somewhere, 5.5% I think it is. So you know what, I can't find it, but I'm certain it's 5.5%. So I got this from Morrison's, part of their new range. 330ml can, there's 4 cans for £6, so £1.50 a can. So good value if it turned out to be okay. Funky artwork, do quite like that. Tends to be sort of like their style. So let's get it open and see what we get on the nose. I'll leave a little bit in there for now. So, well, I can smell that already. So, on the pour, it's straw in colour, maybe a little bit darker. Typical sort of pale ale colour. It was a good one, from a good one anyway. We've got one finger, creamy white head, tiny bubbles in the glass. Steady levels of carbonation in there, nothing too raging. So let's dive in, see what we get on the nose. Well, it's definitely grapefruit, so they've definitely got that right on what they've called it. Yep, grapefruit. A little bit of pine in there, I would say, not huge pine, but it's certainly in there. A little bit hoppy. Don't really tend to. It's not really standing out. Big hops in there, but it smells alright. It smells tasty. So let's dive in and see if it is tasty. Cheers. All grapefruit for me. That first mouthful, getting your palate adjusted to it, is a bit of a twang to it. But once you get past that, it's certainly got your typical pale ale traits to it. It's not too gassy. As I said, there's not raging in there, but obviously it's always different when you drink it. It's not too gassy though. This probably drinks to how the carbonation is in the glass. Quite a nice body to the beer. It's not overly thin, but there's enough body to the beer that you can tell your drinking tank a little bit heavier. As for the percentage, you don't get that in alcohol. You're not getting the 5.5% in alcohol, but sort of from the bitterness of the grapefruit. As I've said before on many of my videos, sometimes the bitterness gives it that impression that the alcohol's a lot more prominent, shall we say, than other drinks that don't have the bitterness in. So I wouldn't say it really drinks like it, but it certainly gives you that impression that there's the 5.5% there. There is a tad pine in the taste, but not hugely. It's a nice drink. If you're not a grapefruit fan, it may not be one for you. I'll just say before I take another sip, on the back end of it, the grapefruit bitterness really comes through. So if you're not keen on the bitter drinks, it might not be for you. If you're not keen on grapefruit, it might not be for you. But if you like the bitterness and you like the grapefruit, it's a nice pale ale. I know you can get this on the perfect draft now. I've been tempted to get a keg in, but 6 litre keg of it, I'm not sure I could do a 6 litre keg of it. I think a couple of drinks of this for me would be plenty. Granted, you do get 30 days on the kegs to drink them once they've been cracked. So, but it's a nice drink. I wouldn't say it's anything I could have more than 2 of, because the grapefruit is so sort of sharp in there. But it's a nice drink, and like I say, got this from Morrison's. 4 cans for £6. I think it's probably part of the 2 for a tenner as well, but I only picked up the 4. So get to Morrison's if you fancy trying it. Pick some up. Let me know what you think. Like my video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. Feel free to comment. I'm quite happy to hear comments. Hopefully just keep them nice generally, and hopefully whatever you're drinking now, you're enjoying your beer, and if you buy this, you'll enjoy this hopefully, and that's it really. So I'll see you on my next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.